Good day everyone. Our topic is all about pavement markings and markers. So, ano nga ba yung pavement markings? Basically, ginagamit ito to convey messages sa mga roadway users. Kumbaga, dahil dito nakakatulong ito to control the traffic by exercising psychological control sa mga road users. Dahil na nga naka-indicate sa pavement markings kung anong road lamang ang pwede mong daanan. Nalalaman mo din kung ano yung mga conditions ahead ng road. And also, naka-indicate din dito kung saan allowed yung passings ng mga drivers. To start with, I will talk about the types of pavement markings and road markers. So, dito naman po sa pavement and curb markings, ito na yung white and yellow line or the combination of white and yellow line na makikita nyo sa road. In this topic, malalaman nyo kung ano nga ba yung meaning ng bawat line na nakikita natin sa road. Longitudinal lines. So, ano nga ba yung mga nakapaloob dito? Now, let's talk about the center line or the separation line. The first one is the single white dotted line. As you can see on the picture, it is the broken line on the center of the road. Yung purpose niyan is to separate the traffic moving on the opposite direction kapag two-lane road. Pero kapag one-way street lang siya, yung purpose niya is to separate lang the traffic in one direction. And lastly, overtaking is possible here as long as the other lines are clear. The next one is single white continuous line. So, dito naman po, it also separates the traffic moving in opposite direction. Kadalasan tong nakikita sa mga road section na delikado. For example, sa mga curve roads. Also, pwede ka naman mag-overtake as long as alam mong safe ka. But, I discourage everyone to overtake kapag may continuous line kayong makikita. Let's come now to single continuous line on a 4-lane road. Dito naman, never overtake by passing dun sa solid white line kapag 4-lane road ito. Pero kapag gusto mo nang mamatay, sige na. Next is double yellow line. As you can see on the picture, ito yung two continuous solid line, which means no overtaking is allowed. Kasi masyadong delikado kapag nag-overtake ka dito. Kadalasan tong nakikita sa mga curve roads and school area. I encourage every driver na magstay lang dun sa lane nyo hanggang hindi pa kayo nakakalampas dun sa solid yellow line. Moving forward to single yellow or white line with a dotted white lines. Dito naman po, hindi ka pwede mag-overtake kapag nasa linya ka ng solid line. Pero kapag nasa dotted line ka, pwede ka mag-overtake as long as alam mong safe ka. Next is yellow continuous line on road provided with a passing lane. Dito naman, kadalasan tong nadadaanan sa mga mountain roads. Kadalasang dumadaan dito is yung mga slow-moving vehicles like bus and heavy trucks. Let's come now to lane line. Dito naman, ito yung line na ginagamit para ma-separate yung adjacent lanes ng traffic moving in the same directions. How about no passing zone? Dito naman, yung tinutukoy dito is yung mga areas sa road na nagbabawal sa pag-overtake or passing another vehicle. Kasi yung driver vision is obstructed. For example is yung sa mga blind curve or dun sa mga uphill road portions. Kasi hindi makikita ng drivers yung ahead ng road. Pavement edge. Dito naman, yung nakikita nyong line sa edge ng road ay nag-i-indicate where the lane end or where the road shoulders begin. Kapag may nakita kayong line sa edge ng road, it means na parking is prohibited on both sides. Pero kapag wala namang line sa gilid, pwede ka mag-park in both sides. Basta't alam mong hindi siya masasabitan ng anumang sasakyan. Transition line. Ito naman ay ginagamit to guide traffic safely, lalong-lalo na sa mga roadways as islands, median strips, and bridge piers. Yung placement ng barrel lines is isa sa mga bagong concept para mabawasan yung mga serious accidents. Kadalasan tong nilalagay in front of solid obstacles or sa mga area na kadalasang pinangyayarihan ng aksidente. Moving forward to transverse line. Dito po sa transverse lines, ito na yung mga markings na ginagamit to raise the driver's awareness sa mga risk ahead of them. So, the first one is the stop lines. As you can see on the picture, yung line na yan, yung palatandaan kung saan required na huminto yung mga drivers. Kadalasan to sa mga intersection and sa mga pedestrian lanes. Ginawa ito para safe na makadaan yung mga moving vehicle and yung mga pedestrians. Next is give-way line. Dito naman po, it tells na as a driver, dapat you must give way to the road that you're about to join. Give-way line symbol is octagon and a triangle. Once na nakagawa ka ng violation dito sa signs na to, maaari kang mapatawan ng heavy fines and punishment. Also, it could lead to accident kapag na-violate mo ito. And also, kapag mag-give way ka or kapag may mag-overtake sa'yo as a driver, dapat magpa-ubaya ka. Pedestrian lane. Ito naman yung marked path kung saan maaaring tumawid ang mga pedestrian safely and mahigpit din na ipinagbabawal na huminto dito yung mga passenger vehicle to load and unload passengers. Pero dito sa 10, alam naman natin, obviously kasi nakikita natin na yung mga tricycle drivers, palagi silang nagbababa and nagsasakay ng mga passengers in pedestrian lanes, which is bawal. So, dapat maging aware din yung mga tricycle driver kung saan or kung saan lang sila pwede mag-load and unload ng mga passengers kasi maaari yun mag-cause ng accidents and kung ano pang bagay na maaaring makaharm sa mga motor vehicles and mga tao. The last one is the roundabout holding lines. So, dito naman, merong tayong 3 essential characteristics ng roundabout. The one-way traffic, yield at entry, and the channelized entry to promote lower speed. So, kapag papasok ka na dito, dapat mag-slow down ka na and check for traffic from the right. Kapag kailangan mo namang huminto at mag-give way, dapat magstay ka lang behind the broken lines hanggang safe na to emerge into the roundabout. This is the end of my discussion. Thank you and Merry Christmas everyone.